19.3 million pounds of food.
19.3.
So that's the good news. The bad news, of course, is it's never enough, and we have to. So
how high is 19.3 million from what it was in the other years?
Yeah, that was up at 2% compared to the prior year. But the prior year, 2009, was down 4% compared to the year before that.
Really?
So we're essentially about the same amount of food if you look back at the last 3 years. But that's not particularly good news in light of the fact that we're in the midst of an economic crisis and requests for emergency food assistance have doubled. So to have twice as much need and the same amount of food isn't particularly good trend. So as you saw, that's where all the donated food comes in, from food drives and from other sources. It gets weighed and taken to the back of the warehouse, typically, where volunteers then sort through it to inspect it for fitness. And then we bring it out to the shopping area. And the customers of the food that Crown just donated, all represent one of the 375 churches or soup kitchens, shelters, senior centers, and community centers that get food from the food bank. So they come in to see what we have today, and every day is something different. There's never enough in terms of quantity. Even though the amount of food that we have has remained pretty stable, the amount of canned and dry goods has gone down measurably. And at the same time, the amount of fresh fruits and vegetables that we receive has gone up substantially.
That's a good thing.
That's a good thing. In terms of health and nutrition, so it's happening around the same time that there's a real sensitivity to health and nutrition issues. But there's no question, too, that handing out a fresh peach is more challenging, than, or mango, is more challenging than handing out something that can.
Why is that?
Well, for starters, we need additional refrigeration in order to handle it. This will simply not last as long as something in a can will. It's not as durable as something in a can. And the same challenges that we have in terms of transporting it from Central California, providing adequate refrigeration, those same challenges get passed all the way down the distribution line. So now when people pick up food here from us for their ministries and their communities, that can that could have sat on a shelf in a pantry at some soup kitchen or shelter or church, that could have been there for days or even weeks, now has to be handed out sometimes within 24 or 48 hours.
Do you find that you're getting any maybe obscure fruits and vegetables that people generally wouldn't think about using, and how do you go about showing them that this actually is a nutritious option?
It's been some time ago, but one of the first semi-loads of product we got in here were fresh kiwi. And kiwi are very expensive in the marketplace. But in the community that we were serving, they weren't familiar. So here we were taking kiwis out, and people were looking at them strangely and not knowing what to do with them and leaving them. So we found there is a little education piece. We, at that point, ran to the library. Now you can just hop on the internet. Looked in an ag book, got a picture of a kiwi, a description of it, how to prepare it, which was simply you peel the skin and slice it, or slice it and then peel the skin. Translated that in 3 languages. Took those flyers then out with the kiwis, and we were able to distribute once people had a little better sense of what to do with those kiwis. That's great. So now we know what to do, a little education, when we get something that's unfamiliar because of the agricultural surplus program, the government wants to maintain prices of certain agricultural markets at a rate at which farmers can be profitable and stay in business. But there are times that, because of overproduction, that'll drive the price down to the point where farmers would lose money selling their product. So the government, the United States Department of Agriculture, will step in, and they will buy sometimes millions of pounds of cranberries or corn or chicken or another agricultural good off the market. So when they pull that off the market, supply and demand, there's less available, that drives the price up to the point now that the farmer can sell his product at a reasonable price. But now the United States of America owns those cranberries, that corn, that chicken, and what are they going to do with it? And they've got a number of avenues for distribution. Some of that gets used in military, some of it gets used in foreign relief, it gets sold abroad. It can't offset current market, so it can't be sold in the United States. But some of that food is donated through the Emergency Food Assistance Program to food banks all across the country to meet local hunger needs in their communities.
How quickly will what's in this warehouse kind of turn over?
It kind of depends on the program. On the donated food, within 48 hours. There's hardly anything that sits here for any length of time. On the government surplus commodities, probably a month or so. They provide a larger inventory of food in